Hi, my name is Biko with a Q.
And I am Queen with a Q too.
We, the youth of today, are the current and future leaders.
We are the future of this world. Let me indulge you in some math, though I know it is interesting to a few. I promise Biko and I will make it interesting for everyone to hear and see. So put your seatbelts on and let's go for a ride.
For sure, you see, numbers never lie.
Never.
Today's adolescents and youth are 1.8 billion strong and 1/4 of the world's population. In Kenya, 75% of the population is below the age of 35 years, with adolescents 10 to 19 years representing 24.5% of the population and numbering approximately 11.6 million, while the youth between the ages of 18 to 34 years represent 29% of the population and are estimated at 13.7 million.
Imagine that. And Biko and I are part of that huge family. Indeed, this large youthful population can spur the country's development agenda if the right investment are made in the health, education, empowerment and employment of the youth.
Kenya can indeed reap the demographic dividend. Do you know what that is? It is accelerated economic growth achieved by having a large proportion of people of working age compared to dependents.
That's very true, Biko. At the moment, unemployment amongst the youth has become a thorn in the flesh in many developing countries like ours, Kenya. Unfortunately, about 16.3% of youth between 18 to 34 years who are economically active are unemployed.
And what about education? Great strides have been made to ensure high school enrollment, transition, and completion rates from pre-primary to secondary school level.
Nonetheless, gaps still exist in transition and completion rates between primary and secondary school level.
Teenage pregnancies and harmful cultural practices such as female genital mutilation and child marriages are some of the barriers to school transition and completion, particularly among girls.
Imagine at that age of 15, somewhere in Kenya, a boy is studying and as a girl, you are already married off. Yet at that age, Louis Braille was busy inventing Braille.
Braille, that's amazing. I feel like some of the communities need that vision too, to help them see how they need to invest in the youth and their education.
At that age, a young person's life can be changed at the snap of a finger.
Like Thanos?
Like Thanos? Ha ha ha. But seriously, lack of proper education, poverty, gender-based violence, harmful cultural practices and limited access to sexual and reproductive health information are some of the reasons we have some grim statistics of young people between the ages of 15 and 24 years. This age accounts for more than 1/3 of all new HIV infections.
Worse still, only 54% of girls and 58% of boys possess accurate knowledge of HIV. In some instances, laws and policies exclude young people from accessing sexual and reproductive healthcare and HIV-related services such as voluntary and confidential HIV counseling and testing, contraception especially among sexual active young people, and sexual and reproductive health education.
All this has led to even more grim statistics, with 1 in every 5 teenage girls between the age of 15 to 19 years being either pregnant or has already given birth. 11% of girls between the ages of 15 to 19 years having experienced FGM. 7% of girls and 3% of boys between the ages of 15 to 19 years having ever experienced sexual violence, and a sizable proportion of girls being married before the age of 18.
There is hope though. In this digital era where 70% of youth are online, information is everywhere.
Moreover, parents and caregivers must now equally play an active role in the lives of young people by being available and offering relevant guidance on difficult topics such as sexuality.
That's very true. The case for investing in young people now is more than clear.
The solution is truly simple. Invest in the youth. Investments in the health, education, employment, and overall well-being of young people is crucial in helping them reach their full potential. Empowering the youth greatly enhances Kenya's productivity and prospects for development.
When given the right opportunities, youth are effective drivers of change and can create a resilient, sustainable future. And that is the future we want.